In the middle of a snow-covered Siberian forest, a small wooden cabin stood resilient against the cold. Smoke curled from the chimney, a sign of the warmth inside. Irina, a Russian woman with golden hair and rosy cheeks from the winter chill, stood in the kitchen, wearing a floral dress and a worn apron. She was preparing to cook borscht, the rich, beet-based soup that was a staple of Russian cuisine. Sitting in the corner of the cozy cabin was Mishka, a massive gorilla with sleek black fur. He watched her every move with keen curiosity. Irina turned and smiled. "Do you want to help, Mishka?" she asked, calling him by the name she had given him when they first met months ago. The gorilla extended his large hands as if offering assistance. Irina raised an eyebrow, then handed him a thick carrot and a dull knife. "Try this, but be careful. You don't want to lose a finger," she joked. Mishka grasped the carrot delicately and, with surprising concentration, began to peel it. His movements were clumsy, but impressively precise for a creature of his size. Irina chuckled as she watched him work. "Well done! You might just open your own restaurant someday," she teased, while expertly chopping the beets, their deep red color staining the cutting board. Once all the ingredients were ready, she added the beets, carrots, potatoes, and cabbage to a large pot of simmering broth. As the rich aroma of borscht filled the room, Mishka leaned forward, inhaling deeply with an expression of delight. "You like that smell, don't you?" Irina said, patting his broad shoulder. "But we have to let it cook for a while." As the soup bubbled away on the wood stove, Irina took a loaf of dark rye bread and spread a generous layer of thick sour cream on it. She handed a piece to Mishka, who took it gently as if understanding its importance. The gorilla took a small bite, then his eyes widened with delight. Irina laughed at his reaction. "You like it? It's Russian bread. Simple, but delicious," she said, taking a bite herself. A few minutes later, the borscht was ready. Irina ladled the steaming red soup into 2 wooden bowls, adding a dollop of sour cream on top. The white swirl contrasted beautifully against the deep red broth. She carefully blew on her spoon before offering a bowl to Mishka. "Careful, it's still hot," she warned. Mishka dipped a thick finger into the soup, tasted it, and then nodded approvingly. He picked up a large spoon and mimicked Irina, attempting to sip the broth. Occasionally, he let out a deep, satisfied sound, making Irina chuckle. "You're truly a great dinner companion, Mishka,"
Oh
she
my
said,
good.
savoring the warmth of the soup, which spread through her body, warding off the bitter Siberian cold outside. When their meal was finished, Irina leaned back in her chair, feeling full and content. She glanced at Mishka, who now rubbed his stomach with a pleased expression. "Tomorrow, we'll try